Lux for Less family, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kenesha. If you're new, this channel is called Lux Living for Less, and on this channel we try to find tips and tricks on how to still live a fabulous lifestyle on a for less budget. So by the title, you already know that we're going to do something fun and different today. In this video, I am going to be reading to you mean comments. Yes, mean comments that I have received on videos that I have posted, shorts. I have a lot of new subscribers, a lot of new watchers, and a lot of these comments came from a video that I guess it's gone viral. It's over 200,000 views now. And it was simply a video of me getting ready to go to a pink party wearing an all pink outfit with items that I thrifted. Now that video, like I said, has gotten over 200,000 views, but with that, a lot of comments have come. I guess some people would call them negative, you know, it is what it is, but I wanted to go ahead and share those comments with you. Now, this idea, I was thinking about this idea because I was sharing with some of my friends some of the comments that I had been receiving on that video. And let me just say, all of them were not negative. And I'll even go further by saying the majority of the comments were overwhelmingly positive, almost to the point where it kind of drowned out the bad comments. But this idea came from a discussion I was having with them. And it got me to thinking about the, if you all watch Jimmy Kimmel, he used to do this segment called Reading Mean Tweets, where he would have celebrity guests on his show, and those guests which would include athletes, you know, celebrities from all walks of life. They would just read mean tweets that they had received from just random people. So I started thinking, I was like, that would be something fun to share on my channel. I hope this sparks interest with my other creators to go ahead and do this, because, you know, sometimes people can be a little mean. They can be. I am not one, fortunately. I am not easily offended. But that doesn't mean that I don't have feelings. Now, what I will say is this: I don't have time to tongue tussle with people in real life. So I'm definitely not going to do it with a stranger down on Beyonce's internet. I'm just not going to do it. But other people may not feel that way. And before I start this video, I just want you guys to remember, for the ones who, you know, see it fit to make negative comments, because like I said, the majority of you guys, it was overwhelmingly positive, and I thank you for that. And even the ones that gave me criticism, their criticism was tactful. It was laced in positivity, but those little few that were off in that corner, yeah. So I have my iPad here, so if you see me looking down, it's just me reading the comments from my iPad. So without further ado, let's get started. Now, I do have me a beverage here. I have a blueberry pomegranate bubbly. This one, bubbly is okay. You know, I drink it sometimes if I want a soda, but I don't want what comes with the soda. But it still kind of tricks my mind into thinking I'm drinking one. It is by no means and in no way, shape, or form given the taste of a soda, but you know, it is what it is. Cheers. All right, so I had to put my glasses on because y'all, I cannot see without these glasses, so specs it is. All right, the first comment that I'm going to read to you is a comment that was made on the video of me wearing the items where I was preparing to go to the pink party. And this comment is from user IS1KW4CD1C. Now, I'm just going to assume that's maybe like an anonymous user or something. I don't know. But this person's comment was, "You won't get a man in that." I mean, that's all I'm saying. I already have one, so yeah. Next. All right, this next comment is from the Rome Primaser 5760, and I could be butchering that name all up and through, but that's what it looked like when I sounded it out in my head, so that's what we gonna call this person. And this person's comment was, "Label hoe." H-O. Now, I guess they were trying to say label and use a derogatory term that sometimes people use to describe women. I don't know, but they said label hoe. Next. This next comment comes from Peggy Chandler NT2MR. And she simply said, old. Now, I don't know if Peggy was saying that I was old, or if the clothes were old, if the look was old. I don't know what Peggy was trying to say, but Peggy, I'm only 49. I don't think that's old. I mean, maybe to some people it is, but I don't feel old. I definitely don't think that I look old. Now, I would rock with you if you were trying to say that the clothes were old, because they're thrifted. Now, so I'll give you that. They were old, figuratively speaking. But the look, I don't think the look was old. But Peggy said old, and that's what Peggy's comment was. So next. This next comment comes from user HU10H4GF4Q. And now I'm going to read to you exactly how it was written. So don't be looking at me crazy and be like, girl, I'm just reading to you exactly how it was written. But this person said, no, 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 dear. I don't like that dress. Those jeans are fine. Let's dress up the jeans with a solid, nice looking, sophisticated blousey going out to a restaurant. This see-through mesh polka dot. No, 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 no. And then wow face emoji. That is not elevated enough to be out in the evening at a restaurant anywhere getting any kind of type of food. That is not the outfit that you should be wearing. And then it's followed by a bunch of clothing emojis, and then somewhere in the middle of that there's a queen's crown. And this comment was made on a video that I did where I was getting ready to go to a rooftop dinner. We have a rooftop restaurant here, or one of them anyway. It's called Restoration Hardware. I'm sure you guys have a Restoration Hardware in your city. It's affectionately known as RH. But I was getting ready to go to a rooftop dinner at that restaurant. Now, if any of you have been to Restoration Hardware, you know that it is a restaurant where the dress is not necessarily dressy, but you just can't go in there with like flip-flops. You know, you got to have some type of style about you. So this user felt like what I was wearing to go to dinner was not to her liking, or I guess appropriate for that dinner. I thought it was cute. The people I was with thought it was cute, but this person was like, no, 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 no. Next. Now, this next comment came from Mabel Ian Heard 3175. And Mabel said, a hot mess! Exclamation point. No. I guess it's safe to say that Mabel did not like my outfit that I was wearing. And that's okay. I mean, Mabel just said it was a hot mess. And I mean, I guess it was a hot mess in Mabel's opinion. So next. Now, this comment came from Instagram, and this was also on the same video of where I was wearing the outfit going to the pink party. Y'all, that outfit, a lot of people, like I said, loved it, but for some people, it really did trigger them. But this person, Elaine_Gallon, she said, and I'm going to read it exactly how she wrote it, when you gonna lotion up those ashy legs? Now listen, if it's one thing I try to be very conscious of, is ashiness. Now, when I'm just in my regular schmegular and I'm just talking to y'all, you know, I might have a little ash up and through. But generally speaking, if I come to y'all in a presentable space, best believe I have lotion. I try not to be ashy or nothing, because I just try not to be. You know, it is what it is. But I guess maybe for Elaine, I wasn't lotioned up enough. I don't know. Maybe it was the lighting or something. But she said, when you gonna lotion up those ashy legs? Woo, child. Next. All right, this next comment came from the same user that said I wouldn't get a man in this outfit. He or she also said, old lady, LOL. Now, what I find interesting about this person is they were making these negative comments, but you don't have a picture or anything that I can look at, sweetie pie, because if you call me old, I want to know what you look like. Am I crazy? Next. All right, this next comment was made on a video of where I was preparing to go into the office, and I wore a two-piece pant set that I thrifted from Uptown Cheapskate for $5. And this person, user WB7WH7VN2N, said, "Why you wearing pajamas to go to work?" Now, the outfit that I was wearing, I guess I can kind of see how it can kind of be perceived as pajamas, because face it, today, sometimes pajamas are made so well where you can actually wear them to go out. That's just, they're just made that well. I mean, but this outfit, I promise it was not a pajama set. It was actually a two-piece pant set. But I guess this person and a few others, actually, to be honest, thought they were pajamas, even though I never said that they were, but they felt the need to ask me why I was wearing pajamas to work. So next. All right, this next comment was also made on the video where I was getting ready for the pink party. I told you that outfit, it rubbed some people the wrong way. 98% of the people loved it, but them 2% was just like, girl, what is you doing? I mean, I thought I was doing it. But anyway, this comment came from terrestrial radio. I think that's how you say it. And this person said, "Too much work and too many labels," with the crazy eye emoji face. Now, in that video, I detailed everything that I was wearing, and if it happened to be a brand, then I mentioned it. But I prefaced the entire video by saying these were items that I thrifted. So I guess my question would be, is it the fact that I thrifted the items and they happen to be labels, or that they're labels, period, regardless of the fact that they were thrifted or not? I guess that's where my question is coming from. I don't know, but this person felt like I was wearing too many labels. I mean, sorry, terrestrial. Next. This next comment was also made on the pink party video. This comment came from straight out of Strat 8722. And this person said, "It looks okay. Nothing to ride home about." Okay, well, I guess we won't be taking a ride to the house in the pink party outfit. Next. Now, this comment right here was funny to me. I literally burst out laughing when I read this comment. This comment came from Miss Jones 561. And Miss Jones said, "Yuck, used clothes that somebody else wore. I'll never be that broke and desperate." I'm gonna have to put my iPad down on this one and take a sip of bubbly. Now, I understand that some people just do not get the art form of thrifting, because it is an art form. I get it. Some people just cannot fathom the fact of going into a store, rummaging through used clothes, picking those clothes out and taking them home, and then you washing, wearing them, and then putting them on your body. I get it. Listen, I totally get it. And I don't knock anybody for that, because to each his own. But Miss Jones, what I want you to understand is most of the people that are in the thrift store shopping are neither broke or desperate. If you go to any thrift store, and if you are watching this and you are a thrifter, then you know that what I am about to say is true. If you go to a thrift store, half of the cars that are in the parking lot of that thrift store are the likes of Teslas, Mercedes. They're talking about the S-Class Mercedes, the Maybach Mercedes, Land Rovers, Range Rovers, Lexus, all types of high-end cars. That's what you're seeing in the parking lot at the thrift store. When the people are checking out, they're checking out with their platinum American Express cards, which I happen to be a platinum American Express card holder. They're black American Express cards. These people that are in the thrift store, half of them are your everyday people, but the other half of them are people that they don't have to wake up and go to a job every day. That's just true tea, and that is just about as plainly as I can put it. Now, to your point about wearing clothes that someone else has worn, do you bowl? When you go to the bowling alley, 9 times out of 10, you're probably not taking your own shoes unless bowling is like truly your thing. Like that is something you do all the time. Like bowling is like golf for my husband. You got your own clubs. You are ready when you go in. But I am going to just jump out on a leaf and say, if you do bowl, you probably not taking your own shoes. Now I want you to ask yourself this question. When you go to put those shoes on, granted you're probably wearing socks, but how many other thousands of feet have been in those same shoes that you are now sliding your feet in? And then on top of that, when you go shopping, because you clearly don't thrift, I mean, I'm going to safely say, not assume, I'm going to say that you don't thrift. So I'm going to say that you buy your clothes retail. How many people do you think have tried those clothes on before you? Now I'm gonna let you in on a little something, and I'm gonna take another sip before I say this. Now I'm gonna let you in on a little something. I have watched people on this here YouTube go to the gym, get all sweaty, stink, dirty, funky, leave the gym, go to a mall, try on clothes that they don't buy after leaving the gym while their body is full of sweat, put those clothes back on the rack, and then somebody else comes behind them and tries them on. I have also watched people on this good YouTube and in real life who has said, I don't wear underwear. Go in the store because they have documented themselves doing it. Go in the store, try on clothes, bare bottomed, not buy those clothes, hang those clothes back on the rack, and then the next person comes behind them and tries them on. I have a friend that used to work in retail, and she told me, you would not believe some of the nastiest things that people did when they came in and tried on clothes. So to your point, I get what you're saying about yuck, clothes that somebody else has worn. But sweetheart, whether you realize it or not, you are doing the exact same thing. Next. All right, y'all. Well, those are all of the comments that I am going to read today. Like I said, the overwhelming majority of comments was positive. Listen, I am a person, I like feedback, because if you don't tell me or if you don't share feedback with me that, hey, you might want to do something a little different, then I'm going to continue to do it the way that I'm doing it and think that what I'm doing is right. I'm not the type of person that's going to cringe or, get mad every time someone says something that may not be in total agreement with how I feel, because it is a different point of view, a different perspective. But at the same time, I just want you all to remember that when you're giving somebody feedback, that opinion, your thought that you are sharing with that person, it needs to be laced in tact and absent of disrespect, period. Because I'm pretty sure in real life, the things that some of these people are saying behind the guise of a keyboard, a phone, a computer, or whatever, they would not say those things if they were face to face with the person to whom they are saying it. And that just is what it is. Like I said, the overwhelming majority of the comments I received were very, very positive. Some, even though they weren't necessarily not positive, it was constructive in the feedback that they were giving me. Like, for instance, one lady said shapewear. And she was right, because when I tried those clothes on in the video, I wasn't wearing any shapewear. Now, I did put on shapewear before I left the house, but what I presented to you guys, I wasn't wearing shapewear. I didn't take offense to that. I really didn't, because she was basically saying, throw some shapewear on. So I get that. But then some of the other comments, like old and I'm broke and desperate and I ain't gonna get a man. Okay. Now I want to say that it is an unrealistic expectation to think that everybody is going to agree with or like your product, your stuff, what it is you're showing, whatever. That is a extreme unrealistic expectation. Criticism constructively delivered is never a bad thing. But when you're just being downright mean, a lot of people don't have the thick skin to take that. And you never know what somebody's breaking point is. But that's going to be it for this video, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got a good chuckle out of it, because I did. I'm not, like I said, a person that's easily offended. However, I am a person that if I feel the need to address something, I will. But on this YouTube, like I said earlier, I'm not the type of person to tongue tussle with people in real life, so I'm definitely not going to do it here unless the comment is so disrespectful until I have to address it. And then at which point, I'm still going to either think about addressing it because you are non-factor, and I'm probably just going to remove your comment and move on with my day. But that's going to be it, you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok at luxliving4_less. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, y'all.